It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160 and 101.1 FM. She is the executive director of the Indiana Arts Council. Karen Salser is with us again this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you with us here today.
Always good to be back.
Yeah. So, Indiana Arts Council, sometimes we come in and we talk about events that are coming up, great big things that you have on the schedule. And
Right.
Sometimes we talk about membership drives. How about we spend a little time just talking about today what Indiana Arts Council is and what it does?
I love that idea because
Okay.
I always love to share the things that we're doing and the things going on in the community. And it's wonderful to be able to bring the two things together. I think that one of the things that really needs to be dug into is, why are the arts even important? Why is that something that we even need to try to promote within our community? And I think that we're so inundated with entertainment that we often don't really give a whole lot of thought as to why it's important to us.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and so I think it's important to kind of take a look at that. You know, on the one hand, I think everybody can pretty much identify with the personal, you know, thing that goes along with the arts, what it brings to them on a personal level, the enjoyment. If you enjoy performing or creating something, there's something about that is so unique to the human race that sets us apart from anything else. You know, the ability to create art and to enjoy it.
It allows us an escape from some of the other realities of life, doesn't
Oh,
it?
absolutely. It's such a relaxing thing, I think, for so many people. I love to hear of adults who started learning a skill when they were young, whether it was in music or drama, or and I see them continue that into their adulthood, even if it's not their livelihood or their career. They like to do it on the side. In the evenings, they may sit down and, paint or practice the piano, or are involved in community theater. And it just goes to show that it just doesn't stop with children. It's something that everybody has a little bit of creativity inside them, some more than others, that we really enjoy delving into on occasion. So
Yeah, I like the people who have had a lifelong dream to try something and have never had the time or the courage or the opportunity, and all of a sudden they just say, I'm going to do it, and they start learning to play guitar, learning to paint or to draw or things of that nature.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I used to teach piano lessons years and years ago, and I had a few adult students who came and did that, and I had so much respect for them, pursuing a dream. I think it was just a wonderful thing. Yeah. So I encourage anybody who has a dream to do that, to pursue it. And we can help link you up.
And that's one layer of why the arts might be important to us, but there are others.
Absolutely. And when we're looking at a community level, I think the benefits are massive. And we already experience some of that in our community already. We are so fortunate to have in our county places that provide outdoor concerts. We provide. There was one year there were outdoor movies. There's art exhibits and theater and things that will bring the community together. And if anyone had the opportunity to go and participate in one of those events, they would see that it's just so nice to bring people together, all sorts of different walks of life, different stages of life, because they have a common love of something in particular, whether it's music or art. That commonality helps to build community. And another thing that I was able to be a part of last year, which was really cool, was that there are times even within the school per se that there are things going on. Teachers are teaching on certain subjects and they want to enhance what they're doing, and perhaps they don't have the resources there in the school or within their own little community as opposed to the entire county. And last year we received a phone call from a teacher at Blairsville Elementary, and her first grade class was they were all reading a book on it was a Native American who was doing some weaving. And so she said, do you happen to know of a weaver? And I said, I'm sure that we could find one. And because of the networking that we have throughout the county, we were able to find a woman who had been weaving herself and was kind of teaching herself some of those things, talking about learning a new skill later in life. And she was able to take her loom and demonstrate and talk to the children about about what it meant and how this weaving actually worked, and took examples of things that were woven. It was a wonderful hands-on experiential learning time for them.
Yeah, it's cool. And the way that it brings different generations together.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was a great thing. And that's just one example of the way that the Arts Council wants to be of service to the community, of being able to bridge that gap between the needs of the community and how we can enhance what they're doing with the arts.
Absolutely. There is an economic element to why we need the arts as well.
Absolutely. I heard it said once that the arts are the best insurance policy a city can take on itself. And I had to really think it through for a little bit, but I realized there was so much truth to that. An area that is culturally deep and has a lot going on really does attract people to an area. It shows that there's growth. It shows that there's interest in things that's just outside of your common day-to-day activity. And it provides opportunities. It provides opportunities for children, provides opportunities for adults. And that's, I think, highly attractive for an area in bringing people in, not only from an economic and spending their money, but also to move into an area and decide to make it their home.
Yeah. Karen Salser's with us, Indiana Arts Council. The Arts Council itself has been around for a few years, and there have been many, many people involved. Why did you get involved?
I got involved because I had heard of the Arts Council and their mission, and I thought that it was something that was very important, obviously, to my heart, in that I used to be a music teacher. Arts have always been a part of my life, and I wanted to find a way of being able to help to continue that mission in our community and help to continue the things that were being done and hopefully bring some new ideas to the community as well.
And the Arts Council, of course, has various programs set up sort of to help it reach those mission goals.
Absolutely. We focus on different events and activities throughout the year, and a number of them are focused on children and young adults, because we do try to invest in them, hoping that as they grow and they move on, whether they stay in our community or go elsewhere, that they will continue to take their love and their passion for the arts wherever they go. Also, and we really like to provide opportunities that they may not be able to get within their school or in their general community, whether it's just due to lack of funding. I know the schools in particular are starting to have to cut down on some of the things that they provide, and unfortunately one of the things that are the first to go is the arts. So we do try to enhance that and assist them wherever we can. So one way that we do that is that we provide an opportunity for second and third graders to go to IUP for a live performance of one of the ensembles that the college students are a part of. In the past, it's always been the orchestra. We're looking to do that again this year. It'll be in the spring. But we may expand that and provide some other opportunities, not just the orchestra, but maybe introduce the students to opera, introduce them to some instrumental ensembles, and allow them to see firsthand how these instruments sound, or what an opera performance is like. Again, things that they would not necessarily get within their school. And so I think that's just great. They get to dress up and actually take a field trip somewhere at no cost to them.
You have a lot of programs that are focused upon young people, because that sort of seeds in them the opportunity to pursue the arts as they get older. Even if their career choice might not be in the arts can still be an important part of their life. I know you've got other programs that are very, very youth-oriented.
Absolutely. We have the one that I just think is the coolest thing is we have the Youth Arts Celebration, which is an effort to celebrate all of the arts for a week-long event. It's been held at the Indiana Mall through their generosity of allowing us to utilize that space. But for the entire week, it's usually the last week in April, most of the schools throughout the county will participate in providing artwork from kids that are in grades K through 12, and they are on display for the entire week. It's a wonderful opportunity to be able to present to the community what's going on within the schools, the talent that these kids have. And if anybody's had the chance to experience that, I think they would agree that it's truly amazing to see what these kids are able to do, and the fine work that the teachers are doing with these students. But not only that, there's also an element of dance that's involved. Dance studios come and the students perform. There's been poetry readings before. There's been performances from theatrical groups, music ensembles. So it's really a great week of celebration, and to highlight the arts, the importance of the arts, especially within our schools, and the opportunity that the kids all have within our county to grow.
And within the Arts Council, within your purview, of course, the Youth Arts Celebration, as you said, the competition for young musicians, the West Sylvania Jazz and Blues Festival, all of that is a part of, it all comes out of Indiana Arts Council and its members.
Exactly. And that's one thing when you asked why did I get involved, it was interesting. I knew of a number of those things, but I didn't necessarily know that they were all related, and it came back to the Arts Council's influence and planning of these events. Some of them I didn't even realize were connected to the Arts Council. And so one of the things that I really hope to do and continue in the future to try and promote the Arts Council, just to let the name be known and to help people to recognize that there is an organization in our town that is striving, to provide these opportunities.
Yeah. So only a minute left with Karen Salser this morning. If somebody wants to know more, if somebody wants to become a member of the Indiana Arts Council, what must they do? Certainly
would love that. You can visit our website, www.indianaartscouncil.org. You can click on the About tab, membership, or you can contact us. All the information is there as well. We also have a Facebook page, Indiana Arts Council, that has the contact information there as well.
Can they flag you down as you're walking out of the studio after this appearance?
Absolutely.
Because there's huge crowds out there that wanted to see you on the program this morning.
I see them all. Hey.
It's our own little Times Square right here in Indiana. Karen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's good to have you in the studio with us again. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160 and 101.1 FM.